Welcome to my yard, 2015. So this is the back side, the back door. You've got the gate. We need a gated area because of the dogs and originally the children as well. Oak leaf hydrangeas, bird feeders, and the next door neighbor's greenhouse, which I hope she's going to paint soon. Little stone path with footprints of animals in metal. The grill where a tree used to be. This is a newly developed garden actually. 9-bark, heuchera, distilium, and a couple of lilies in the middle. The planters on the wall normally have pots with flowers in, but they're on the ground waiting for it to rain because we're going away. Lovely sculpture in metal of swallows flying, blue. There's hops. And that's going down to the side, all the way down the length of the garden. Oh, and here's Calvin. So these are our two dogs at the moment. Calvin and Hobbs, very happy, cute little guys. Scanning, walking down the steps, going along the side yard, bird bath again. We've got Liriope edging the garden both sides. And there's lilies, orange twig dogwoods, 2 lime green shrubs there, much better in the winter. That's a blue willow, and on the background there you've got a viburnum, leatherleaf viburnum, which was about 15 by 15 feet, but I chopped down to 2 feet. And beautiful metal sunflowers gifted by friends. Side of the deck. That's Hypericum hidcote and the Spirea, probably Anthony Waterer. And another one. This is the side of the deck, and this is Wrigley's path, the dogs before Watson and Wrigley. The path, Wrigley just ran through the shrubbery and we ended up making a path out of it. And we're grateful to her. So you've got azalea and then going into hydrangea, probably blue billow. And then here's another hydrangea arborescens going into some peonies. And then a witch hazel. The bottom witch hazel blooms in the fall and the top witch hazel blooms in the spring because the graft is not complete. Nandina, quite a few of them. And you've got a native wisteria on the back, amethyst forms. So panning this other side of the yard. Going down the neighbour's house at the back. Then this is the garden where the gym set for the kids used to be. Met a sequoia tree straight ahead. And that's an ash which will probably come down in a few years because of the emerald ash borer. The mountain hydrangea, Hydrangea serrata. Isn't it gorgeous? Hundreds and hundreds of these on there. Going down the path, more peonies on the left. Supposedly red roses, which I think are more pink. Those are going to be lobelias on the left. Japanese maple. You can just see the stem on the right. And my toes. Penstemon, Husker Red. And this is the sledding slope the boys always wanted to keep. That's towards the exit, the other side of the door. Japanese maple in the foreground. Hosta Heaven, look at those. Lovely blue pot in the background. So I've got lots of different kinds of hostas. green and white, white and green, blue, plain green, lime. And that's Clethra alnifolia on the left. And Haconochlora grass. And that is a special hosta called Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson. Isn't that gorgeous? Crumple, crumple. More hosta. The rhododendron underneath. And you've got some sunflowers. There's finger-like leaves at the bottom there on the right of the screen. They're about 7 to 8 feet tall, with tiny flowers on them. Amazing. And there's another witch hazel there, bench on the other side of it. So as you're looking from the deck in the fall, you'll see that in full bloom. That's a native witch hazel. This is my white garden, although a few colours on the right-hand side of the screen have jumped in for some reason. Not to worry, we'll move those. But these are viburnums and hydrangea of different shapes and stature. Gate to Carol and Barry Frank. And we've got some Sambucus down there, viburnums and Japanese maple, hostas, native gingers, colquitsias on the left, astilbe, oak-leaf hydrangea. You see the purple astilbe in the middle there, just peeking through? This is the Naruncus, the small one on the left and the big one on the right, which you can't see on the screen at the moment. We'll swing around there. Some little tiny little hosta. They're cute. And that's a begonia, a native begonia that self-seeds in everywhere. You can see it actually. Hundreds of things. I'll have to edit those soon. The tree there. Young, short. Columbine. There's some royal fern at the bottom of the picture. That's the shed. Don't you just love the colours? And a kuba just in front of it. And a cherry laurel, Scipiensis. Those are going to move. Not sure what they are. Don't really care for them, but the mood's there. It's one. And there's a private area behind the ship for utility. That lovely purple crystal. Deep pink. Little prunus in the front there. These are Kerria japonicas with a Japanese maple in the middle. And 2 chairs for Mum. She always wanted chairs down here, so here they are with a fire pit. Underneath a crab apple. And a bed of wood chips. With the Japanese maple, with Persicaria painted lady underneath it. That's the one with the red marks in the leaves. Salvia koyami and astilbe. And then there's the Mahonia, the Oregon State. Great holly, Oregon great holly. Aralia Sun King, that's the lime thing in the middle. And Pulmonaria. Lamium, Ligularia, the big paddle thing there, a lovely wrought iron screen in the middle between the 2 cedars. Quite tall. Elysium on the left in the middle there. Ferns of varying kinds, Tunia Mr. Astilbe, and then a river birch on the left of the screen. Very airy. So we have shade, but it's light shade. It's dappled, so nothing goes nuts. No one runs around and multiplies. ridiculously, except for the native ginger on the bottom of the screen. Lots of trillium in around here. And then the toad lily and the Japanese painted fern. Lots of bleeding heart. That seems to be very happy. Solomon's seal, hellebores. They're all white. I like white in makeup, especially at the bottom where you can see it. Kirongoshma, yellow flower in the fall. Look at that huge hosta. Beautiful big leaves. And lamium. In the foreground, that's a native dogwood called Cherokee Princess. More poppies on the right. More hosta. There's the taller Runcus, and the short ones on the left. That's Korea japonica, lovely yellow flower in spring. And my trellises, my painted blue trellises, matinee. There's a washing line going across the picture. So that was ground covers of varying kinds. Oh, look at the clematis on the trellis there, isn't that gorgeous? There's Waguchi climbing up that one. Okay, it's only a foot tall. Then straight ahead, that would be Black Willow. Spigelia marilandica, the yellow and red there. And there's a lime green butterfly bush, that's Autumn Bride heuchera. Straight ahead is an azalea, Baptisia. Oh, we're on the deck. And these are some of my planters. They're all grouped like this because we're about to go away and I wanted to collect them all together. This is our deck furniture with cushions are inside. It's Calvin again. Another planter. I like this planter. It's an oval and cobalt blue. That's the side, the back sliding door into the family room. Clematis growing up the deck railings. That's the view we have through when we're sitting and eating outside, which is quite a bit. Looking down. Two seats from the Veterans Stadium down in Philadelphia when they closed the stadium. And there's a chair at the top of the hill. So this is new this spring, this area here, this bed on the left. And the potting bench I got last year, and that is an arbor there so you didn't look through to the neighbours because that's in terrible disrepair. Copper pot with some annuals and some plants that have to be planted. Whoops. I'll get there tomorrow. Potting bench I love. Use it all the time. My transition area. So this was just a pebble area until last year, and there's my Elaeagnus. It's gorgeous, variegated leaves, pink martini. And these are plants for sale. Can overwinter in the ground if I haven't sold them by the end of the season. That's a new wall that Scott and Matt orchestrated. I helped. And so we're back outside the gate into the driveway. This is the front view from the driveway up to the top of the road. So mailbox with clematis growing on it again, and Microbiota diffusata in the front with Eugopsis dolabrata nana at the back, and then the bird bar. Evergreen geranium on the left. Bee balm behind the bird bar. Oh, there's a river birch again. sort of blocking from the front door to the street because I think it's a gentle transition. So this is the bed in front of the house, Rose Campion. How about that for a new plaque outside the front door? Beautiful blue tree, courtesy of my sister. Thank you. So, what do you do with allium that's finished blooming? You spray paint it. So the 4 pink things at the bottom, those big stars, they are Schubertii. That's the mailbox at the top of the driveway and my old car. And I feed the goldfinch, the little bird feeder up there. And then the blue are other allium, Allium giganteum. I spray painted those blue with a background of Weigela. And then a pagoda dogwood on the left. Lilies that'll bloom later. And a cork tree, humongous cork tree, sitting in the back of the picture there. So this is more shaded than the backyard, so although we had the tree limbed up, so there's a bit more light coming in here. Some woodland plants, some Solomon seal, and some sort of Bowman's plant back up there. I can't remember its name. But we're zooming in on a variegated pagoda dogwood, which should be lovely. The deer nibbled its leaves the other day, so it's looking a little sparse. Some columbine there. Oh, and the leaf on the left. Okay, we're going right. These are ephemeral leaves left over. A white iris. And the plant in the middle there is Vernonia Letermanii. Oh, and that's Coreopsis Jethro Tull, the yellow flower, and that's a very good bloomer. Fringe tree we just passed. So a bird bath, a fiberglass bird bath, at the front bed, and you've got chokeberries on the right. You can see the neighbour's yard on the right as well. So the tree in the middle now is Stewartia serrata, a creamy white bloom, just finished blooming. In the background you can see some purple in the bed. That's I think purple Pallas heuchera. You have this little shrub here. It's going to be 2 foot by 3 foot wide, and there's 5 of them to make a ring around the tree. Thujaupsis dolabrata nana. Some salvia. There's some more spray painted allium down there, and some more Coreopsis Jethro Tull, the yellow. The neighbour was weeding the other day. You can see the brown earth in her property around the tree. This bed has a mixture of things. You're looking straight ahead at Osmanthus goshiki, the variegated Osmanthus. And purple blooms from the smoke bush in the back. That's what the house used to look like. Our house used to look white and short. Now we built onto it. And it's the 2-story yellow. A Tuscany colour design out of the photo. That's a sage on the left. And then the yellow flowers in the middle of the picture, they are foxtail lilies. The ones in front of the actual house between the 2 shutters are going to be white and fragrant. They're going to be gorgeous. Now the yellow, the orange in the middle of the picture, that is a lily called Forever Susan. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Rose Campion, hot pink with blue-green leaves. And they self-seed, so you can't tell where they're going to pop up. And this year they came up in one long swath. How about that? The hollies in the front of the house there are called Blue Princess. I had to chop those down last year. So they were 4 foot by 4 foot. Now they are a foot to 18 inches tall. They needed rejuvenating. They had some issues. You can see the leaves from hundreds of daffodils there laying on the ground. And in the foreground you'll see some paperbark maple leaves, Acer Griseum. That'll probably be an orange lily of some sort. A trellis, and here we have another tree on the left. 7 sunflower, passion flower on the structure by the drain pipe there. Bloom. Love my birds, always feeding them. That's the back of the bird feeder. So you've got some Nandina there in full bloom, so with any luck we'll get some berries this year. So Viburnum, Sargentii, Onondaga in the back. Love it, love it. See the purple sprayed allium and the grey leaves. Ha! And that concrete structure in the middle of the picture now, I built that at a friend's house. Sunflower, care of the birds. That's the back of the bed that we were looking at a minute ago. There's the stomata and the chokeberries. There's evergreens and ephemerals and lilies. And this is an unruly Nephida and a very tidy Nephida. Catmint, I think. Isn't that lovely and neat? Persian blue, and this one is just an unruly one. I'm going to move him next year. Butterfly weed at the back. This is a cute flower. Filipendula, and look at the red veins in the leaves and then the fluffy pink blooms. There are 3 of those, they'll mature all together next year. A heuchera to match the red. Gallium, lots of gallium. And then you have an Osmanthus Gulf Tide, very long spiky thing. Sanguisorbia. This is the trellis with a Tangutica clematis growing up it. See the yellow? Cute little pod. And on the other side we have like a raspberry, a deep raspberry pink clematis. Don't remember putting it there, not to worry. And there should be a blue passion flower growing up there, which may or may not come back next year. So we'll see. Anyway, So that is the tour of 8206 Douglas Road.